And Azimo la Umoja One Kenya party leader Raila Odinga has called for a meeting of the outfit's constituent parties to forestall a looming fallout emanating from remarks attributed to members of the Jubilee Party. Odinga has dismissed the coalition's party's troubles as a storm in a teacup. However, ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna now says it is time the coalition reviewed each party's contribution to Azimio's loss in the August polls in a bid to prepare for the 2027 general election better. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Moredi explains.
There are growing concerns over unity at the Azimo la Umoja One Kenya coalition political party, with some constituent parties threatening to leave and chart a different path. A newspaper headline in one of the local dailies has caused serious consternation within Azimio. NTV understands the Jubilee Party is threatening to bolt. The reported threats to leave have left the Orange Democratic Movement ODM seething with anger.
I saw the headlines yesterday quoting Jeremiah Kioni, the SG of Jubilee, saying that they are done with Raila, that they paid whatever debt there was. So for us, even in ODM, I can tell you, Ken, that within ODM, there is a vast silent majority who would want nothing but to have that conversation with our brothers and sisters in Jubilee, because we would want to have that discussion on everybody's role, what was promised and what was delivered.
Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni and former Nyeri Town MP Ngonjiri Wambogo are said to be unhappy with the state of affairs.
Let them tell us if they have decided that they want to chart another path. That is also okay, because you understand that coalitions, like any relationship, they are based on your consent. You cannot be forced to be in a coalition that you feel is no longer useful for you.
ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna has called for an audit of each constituent party's performance in the August general election.
The agreement was that the Jubilee Party would help us get at least 40% of the vote in Mount Kenya. If you look at the registered number of voters in Mount Kenya of about 6 million, that means that Jeremiah Kioni and his party was supposed to deliver 2.4 million votes.
1.2 million votes. If you compare with what Raila had gotten there before, at least for those of us who are with them, they should show respect.
People were lying to Baba. People from Mount Kenya were lying to Baba about the actual situation on the ground. That in fact, we were being told we could get this 40% when they themselves, some of these people who are speaking, knew that even they themselves were going to lose.
The only reason why I'm not in Bunge is because of having stuck with Jubilee and having supported Raila. I mean, for those of us who are that loyal and have not even agreed to be enticed by any support or even on the floor by UDA, like others are showing. I mean, the person you have been loyal to should reciprocate.
They knew it, but they were lying to us. And then I hear them saying they are suffering because they supported Raila. No, they are suffering because they lied to Raila Odinga about the true situation on the ground in Mount Kenya.
Jubilee has documented its grievances with the Orange Party, accusing ODM of not being keen to accommodate them, especially on matters positions.
They are not going to be flower girls or flower boys of anybody.
We were not coerced to join ODM in Azimio. We joined willingly, and if they mistreat Jubilee members, we leave them willingly, because you have experienced firsthand the conmanship, the politics of deceit, and political banditry.
We are also announcing that very soon we'll be convening a BG, the parliamentary group of BG, of Jubilee, to discuss this and all other issues pertaining to the party's interest.
For us to remain in opposition, there is need for the parties in the opposition to respect one another.
The coalition's leader, Raila Odinga, however, says the fallout has been exaggerated as he calls for a meeting to sort out an impending break.
No, there's nothing in Azimio at all. It's a storm in a teacup, okay? So don't believe it. Azimio is as strong as it ever was.
The trouble in Azimio is an issue that we can overcome. Those are not issues that can cause us instability that we can't hold together.
It was never about Raila Odinga. Azimo is a movement that has brought several political parties together. They share certain ideology and a common vision, what Azimo want to do, and you saw our manifesto. So it is not about Raila.
Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.